started with the new TBLeague bodies. Okay, so they come in a standard Phicen body boxes. They had the two different new skin tones. So they had a dark brown skin tone and they had a dark skinned skin tone. Now, that's what it says on the boxes. When you go to the actual site, so if I go to my Big Bad Toy Store right now, they are labeled dark brown. So the labeling on the box is correct for the dark brown one. And then they have black skin. So on the box, it says dark skinned. On the actual listing on Big Bad Toy Store, it says black skinned. Now I'm also going to try to bring up the picture of the darkest skin one and show you guys what it looked like on the computer screen versus what we got in person. And I know we don't like Sideshow had not Sideshow, excuse me. Hot Toys has like I have all the black female figures that keep saying Sideshow that Hot Toys has ever produced. I have all of them except for Shuri Black Panther, and that's gonna be coming out a little bit later, hopefully this month. But the darkest skin tone for those figures is probably between Reva and Shuri. Those are the two darkest skin figures we have from Hot Toys. So with Phicen making the dark skin, the black skin doll that they made, or the black skin body that they made, I don't know what was going through their minds. But I'm going to show you guys what we are working with. So I'll start off with, and this one is the dark skinned one. So this is the dark skinned one. As you can see, like a brown skin tone. So you can see it. And right now it does have that the white silicone powder that they put on them so they don't get all stuck together. It's like that powder they put on them. It has that powder on it, so it looks kind of off a little bit. That's why. It has like an ashiness to it almost because they put that white powder on these dark bodies. So you're looking at it like that. Yes, they put the powder on there. And so they do that so it doesn't stick together because that silicone gets very sticky if it doesn't have like a powder on top. So this is the brown skinned body. Well, they call it the dark skin. Let me make sure, let me get this right. Okay, so this one is the dark brown. So this is what the dark brown new Phicen body looks like. And for comparison to a Hot Toy, they actually sent me, Sideshow actually sent me my replacement body for Valkyrie. So I'm going to hold them up so you guys can see in comparison. So this is what it looks like in comparison. Maybe I need to turn one of these lights off so it's not so bright. Okay. So you can see this is the Valkyrie body here. Okay, that's the Valkyrie body. And this is the new Phicen body. This one is, like I said, this is the dark brown one. Now, this one is a decent skin tone. I'm trying to get it so the camera can kind of focus. If I hold it too close, it gets a little bit too light. But you can see this is what it's looking like. Okay. It is nice and tanned. It is a black human being's skin tone. Okay. So I'm holding it up right now. It looks pretty decent. It looks good. Now, and that's in comparison to the Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie figure, as you can see, her skin tone is lighter. If you wanted to do a body swap, you could it would be a little bit too dark for Tessa Thompson's skin tone, but you could potentially get away with it. Because you can see where I'm holding it now, you can clearly see that the Valkyrie body is a little bit lighter than the dark brown Phicen body. Okay. So now with their darkest skin tone, the darkest skin tone that they just came out with Phicen, that is called, on the box, it says dark skinned. Dark skinned. It's even checked right there at the bottom. It says dark skinned. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. On the listing, it is called black skin. So I don't know who did what. I don't know who typed it in. I don't know who did what. But on the box, it says dark skinned. On the listing, it says black skinned. So I'm going to show you guys the actual listing. Let me see if it will let me share. Hopefully it will let me share a screen. If not, I will bring it up on my device so you guys can see it. Let's see. It's going to let me do it because it wouldn't let me do it last time I went live in here either. It wouldn't let me share a screen. Let me expand this. It's probably not going to let me do it. Let me go to settings. Stream settings. Nope, and it's not going to let me share a screen for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Excuse me. So I'm going to bring it up on my tablet so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what the actual listing looked like online. And hopefully you can see it. Okay. So this is what, and I know you can see a reflection from my ring light, but this is what the listing showed you for the dark skinned Phicen body, aka black skinned Phicen body. Okay. Hopefully, well, you can see it right there a little bit better from that angle. Okay, so this is what the listing picture looked like. This is what they showed us. This is what the listing picture looked like. This is what we were seeing when we were purchasing and pre-ordering the actual body. Okay, so that's what we were getting there. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what we thought it was going to look like. It was going to be a nice dark skinned. If you look at any of my Storm figures in the background, the Marvel Select, Marvel Legends figures, that's the skin tone I was thinking. I was like, okay, boom, it's going to be a dark skinned Storm color. If I want to do a custom Storm, Savage Land Storm, I got the body for it. It's going to be great, right? So that's what we was hoping for. Something like this. So when we opened the package yesterday, and I look at it and I'm like, this is not the listing. This is not what the listing looked like. This is not remotely like what I was thinking at all when I pre-ordered these in October. So I pre-ordered all of my stuff in October. So I'm going to show you guys what we got, and then I'm going to show you a comparison to one of TBLeague's other figures, one of the Egyptian god figures. So if you have any of the Egyptian god figures, the first wave with Horus and Bast and all of them, you know where I'm going with this. So this is the darkest skin. It's called on the box. It says dark skinned TBLeague Phicen body. Okay. So this is the body that they have given us for the dark skinned Phicen body. On the box, it says dark skinned. On the listing, it says black skinned, but I just showed you guys what the listing photo looked like. I just showed it on my iPad. This is what they sent to us for the dark skinned Phicen TBLeague body. Okay. This is what they sent us. And as you can see, you see that cast of like whiteness. Latoya, tell me what that looks like. Tell me what the cast of whiteness looks like on this dark-skinned Phicen body. that cast of white, which is that silicone powder that they brush on these figures so they don't get stuck to the plastic in shipping. And it makes it easier for you to do body swaps and all of that when it has the powder on it. What does it look like? It looks ashy, yes. It looks ashy, Winston. Thank you so much. It looks like I don't even like this is not even and I know there's every range of skin tone in on the planet. Okay? There are some people who have the most beautiful ebony skin, darkest skin, just gorgeous. Okay? But what was shown in the listing is not what we got. And I'm about to show you. So this is like I said, the new dark skinned. It says it on the box, dark skinned, Phicen body, TBLeague. And on the listing, it says black skinned. So I don't know where the translation got lost. I don't know what picture they actually showed because this isn't the picture that I just showed y'all from the actual listing for the sale of this figure. Okay. So let me go back here. So this is what we just got. This is the darkest skin tone that they make. So like I said, if you have the Egyptian, any of the TBLeague Egyptian god figures, you know where I'm going. This is the best Egyptian god figure. Okay. Now this figure has black skin, not a dark skin tone, not a black human being skin tone, black. So if I get a crayon and it says black on it, this is the color that you're getting. Okay, so this is the color of this body. It is black. It is ebony. It is black. It's not like a dark brown. This is a solid black figure. So now I'm going to hold both of them up and you can see in comparison the difference, which is not a big difference. This one's more cool toned black. This one's more of a warm tone black. That's the only difference between these two figures right now. That is the only difference between these two figures. One has a more cooler tone, like a bluish to green side, and one of them has a slightly, very slightly warmer tone. That is it. Which is insane. Because I just showed y'all the listing photo, and the listing photo was of a brown, human-like skin tone. This right here ain't human-like. This is an Egyptian god, ebony skin. Skin is meant to be black, not brown, not any ethnicity of people. Black. Okay? I don't know how they thought that they was just gonna ship these out and be like, yeah, people are gonna use that for their storm customs. They're gonna use that for any black hero. We're gonna use this one for that. I don't know what they were thinking. Like it's very concerning. And so I'm gonna show y'all in comparison. Here is Reva. If you have Reva, you know her skin tone, brown skin, darker, a little on the darker side, but brown skin tone, human skin tone. Okay. Oops, something fell. Okay, so everybody see human skin tone. Okay, everybody see that? When it does look gray. You're right, man. It does look gray. Like it doesn't look brown. It looks like, looking at it in just my eyes right now, not looking at it through the computer screen, it looks gray. Yes. It's crazy. So if you were wanting, say we were even wanting to do, I don't know. I don't know what you can do with this body like that is gonna be any character that is a popular character that exists out in the world based off of a actual actor. I don't think there's any use you can like. I don't know what the use is for this unless you're doing your own Egyptian gods and you wanted more of these type bodies. But even this one didn't come with the amount of ash that's on this one because of the powder they put. Like, looking at these, can you tell me the difference between these two? I'm going to send this one back. I'm definitely sending this one back. I can't, like, it would just be here. I mean, and if I wanted to, I might keep it just for the sheer fact to be like, what the heck are y'all thinking? Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they did this. And I'll show the picture again for the actual listing so you guys can see. So the listing was of a dark skin tone. I'll hold the picture up. And you know, everything looks different on screen. Everything looks different on screen because you got the light coming through the screen and it makes everything look brighter. And but that's not what they sold us. So like I said, this, and it looks a little bit redder on screen than it does in the actual listing. So if you go to Big Bad Toy Store or any place where you get your Phicen bodies, if you go to Big Bad Toy Store and look at the listing, and then you look at what they gave us, does that look the same to y'all? I mean, it doesn't look the same at all. So, I mean, I don't I don't know if they I have no idea what they were thinking. Like, and actually ship this out to people? Like, I had four of these on pre-order and I canceled two. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wait and see, what the first two look like before I get four of them because I was just going crazy in October. I was like, I want all four. So I just ordered as many as I could because they sold out of a lot of different body styles, a lot of different body types. So that's why this one has such a large bust because this was one of the only ones that was still available for pre-order. So I was just pre-ordering just to see. I want to see what they look like. But this is what the listing looks like. And like I said, on the actual listing, it does look a little bit darker, but it doesn't look like this. Like, this is like when man was saying, this is gray. This is a gray skin tone. I don't I don't know what they were doing. And Bob Dylan, I did see your question or your statement. This one right here, this is the brown skin. No, I keep saying brown skin. This is the dark brown skin tone. So this one is pretty decent. It looks good. The skin tone is an actual like human being skin tone, not a gray skin tone. You can see them both side by side. Like, side by side, this one looks like I don't even I don't know. And let me show Valkyrie. So like I said, my new Valkyrie body, Sideshow shipped me out a new body because my little belt loop right here, the little plastic part snapped. So they sent me a new body out and I haven't, put this stuff on it yet. But you can see it could be a contender, but it is a little bit on the darker side compared to Valkyrie. So you can see, but it is like you could get away with it. You could potentially get away with it. But just that dark skin body, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. I have no idea what they were doing. So I'm glad I've canceled my other order because I had two of these in different body styles and I had two of the dark brown in different body styles. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 4 of them, have different body styles, see what I can use for maybe a updated custom Akasha, see what I can use for if I want to do a Savage Land Storm, you know. But at this point, I don't know. I don't know what they, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, yes, we love inclusion. We love to see beautiful dark skinned women, most beautiful skin in the world. Like, but I don't understand how they got this from for a dark skinned woman skin tone right out the box. Like, and like I said, there's women who have super, super dark skin. Like, I watch a lot of beauty influencers, and them trying to find their shade of foundation is really hard. But when it comes to like these type of bodies, like this is not what they showed on the website. And I hold up that Egyptian god figure one more time. This is the TBLeague Egyptian god figure. This one, like I said, has a little bit more cool tone. This one has a slightly warmer tone. That's the only difference between these two figures. And they mass produce this. Like, they're not gonna sell these. I don't know anybody who's trying to do body swaps, or they're not about to sell these. So I don't know. I mean, they are sold. Some of them are sold out right now. So maybe everybody gets them. Yeah, it's not what was described. What described, shown, and like I said, on the boxes, doesn't even match the listing. The literal boxes say dark brown, and this one says dark skinned. Like, you got light skinned black people, brown skinned black people, and then dark skinned black people. We don't go from dark brown. We don't say dark brown black people. We say dark skinned, brown skinned, light skinned. So I don't know. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I know a lot of people, want to do body swaps with the Valkyrie and want to do customs. Like, all the figures that I have of custom darker skin bodies, I dyed those bodies myself. I boiled the water, I added the Rit dye more, and I submerged the bodies into the boiling water. So I did a better job just eyeballing it with some dye out of a bottle to get a skin tone that I don't know. And then the thing about it is, even if you do manage to dye a TBLeague or a Joie Doll body, they fade over time. So the bodies that don't even stay the original color that you dyed, they always tend to lighten up a little bit. So I don't know. I have no idea why they saw that. It came out of production. They was like, boom, we did it. We got our 2 dark skinned bodies. Yay! And just, I don't know. And as you can see, it's not like they have a really good shade range, because you got the brown skin, which I call, this is like a medium, like a lighter medium brown skin. Okay. They don't even have the shade for Valkyrie, which is most of the characters they make are light skinned women characters. So even if they wanted to have these for you to use, to say the actress played in another movie, or if you want to take Sasha Banks' head sculpt and put her in a wrestling outfit and have her as a wrestler, this not gonna match her skin tone. So I don't know. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys, and let you see them in person or through the screen. Yeah. That's what Phicen gave us. So but anybody have any other questions? You want to see the listing photo again? Anything you want to share? I don't know. They jumped to, they was like, dark skin. Y'all want dark skin bodies, huh? We'll show you. That's how I feel. Like, they didn't give us, they go from the palest. It's basically like if you take the lightest doll they make, they literally said white and black. And they just had the two colors. They went to the farthest ends of the spectrum that you could possibly go to with these. So I don't know. Maybe enough people will complain and start shipping them back to where they'll be like, okay, we need to, maybe we can change and, you know, change our range up a little bit. Cause this for a dark skinned woman is like everybody said, it's gray. It's not even like. And then if they're gonna put the silicone powder in it, they need to at least like, use a different color silicone powder. They can make other colors of silicone powder. So yeah, I don't know, but um, hope everybody had a great eclipse day. We are going to do Figure Flex Friday on Friday, of course, and I can't wait to see what you guys post. I can't wait to see what you got going on, but yeah. And I was really bummed out yesterday because all last week it was my spring break and my car like finally just gave out. It's a 21-year-old Chevy Malibu Max, and it finally just was like, I'm not doing it anymore. So now I have to get a new car. So I'm dealing with that. And then I come home on Sunday, get the figures, and I'm like, open it up. I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, I get to see if I can do a body swap on Valkyrie and all this great stuff. And then I'm like, these aren't working. I knew the darker skin one wasn't gonna work for Valkyrie, of course, but I wanted to at least try to do like a Savage Land Storm or something like that. Would have been so awesome to do a Savage Land Storm. Costume wouldn't be hard to do. It's literally like two shreds of fabric and a safety pin. But can't do that now. So, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me for this little bit, about 31 minutes in. Yeah. I'll see you guys on Friday. So have a good rest of your day.